Hey guys, this is Andy from underdog.com, and in today's video I will share my MLB betting model projections for day one in USA. This is basically opening day in baseball. We already saw two games in Korea, but this is the first game in USA, and I will share all my betting model projections, all my estimated probabilities, and I also found two qualified bets at this time, and I will share all these with you. So if you have my betting model or if you're a member of my betting masterclass, this video will be also useful because I will show you my current settings. Because if you have my betting model, you have all the formulas. You can use this betting model for next year's as well. But you can also change the settings. You can also tweak it a little bit. I will show you my current settings at this moment, and then later, once we get new stats from 2024. Of course, then we will update these stats with 2024. I will mention this in our members Discord group and also in one of my videos, but you can always make your own settings as well. Okay, I will also talk about my approach, my strategy for this season and the reasons for this. So I hope it will be a valuable video for all baseball bettors who wants to win. Okay, so last season I made 40 units. The season before I also made a profit. Baseball is number one sport market for me. Basically, 80% of all my funds or bankers is in this sport. And then in the meantime, I try to either test betting models, build betting models, or bet smaller amounts. But baseball is the core of my betting in my life. This is the reason why I'm talking here today, okay? And I want to share some valuable information with you, okay? I didn't create a video for last week or two because currently I'm very busy. I am building a team to help me with marketing, with projections, with some other things. So I'm busy with this, and I am also helping our members with questions and so on. This is why I simply didn't have time to create video. But with baseball season, I hope that I will have time to share my projections through the video. But you can always go to my website underdog.com, and if you click on picks and if you find MLB picks, I will also share picks there too. Okay, this season with this, if you visit my website, you will also support my work. Okay, so the first thing, betting approach and my strategy for this season. I want to make 30 units. Last season my goal was 40 units. This season is a little bit different because if you watch my videos, if you're a member of my masterclass, you know my approach. I always say that sports betting is not the final goal. The money is not the goal. The goal is building wealth and freedom. Sports betting should be used only just as a tool. So you make profits, take the profits, and then either build business, reinvest in yourself, in your knowledge, reinvest in other assets, passive incomes, and so on. Okay, this year it is a Bitcoin year, so most of my funds will still be in my assets, and I will try to make 30 units with baseball, and I hope that other assets will also rise, and then this is a great year for me as well. But as I said many times, if you bet, your bankroll should be that big so you don't suffer in your life if you lose money, because if you make, I don't know, minus 15 units, minus 20 units, this is 20% down, and your lifestyle should not change because of this. Okay, so it should always be a strategy. So I always say that sports betting should be a part of the bigger picture. Okay, and this season, because I believe that some other things will also go up, then I will go for 30 units. Okay, I could go also for 40 units, but I think 30 units, this is 30% in half year. This is 6 times better than annual stock market, which is 10% annually in average. So this is 6 times better. So if you make 30% in 6 months, if you double it, this is 60% in 6 months. This is 6 times better than stock market, and I would be very satisfied. Okay, in the summer I will go to an island like each year, and I hope that I reach this goal before that. Before that, but if not, then I will see what I will decide to do. Okay, there is no guarantee in sports betting. There is no guarantee in MLB betting. The only guarantee, I believe, is the knowledge, are the spreadsheets, are analysis. You know yourself. You can tweak it. You can go deep with the numbers. Currently, I see our members who took my masterclass. They have even better results at some sports, and this is something that I'm most happy. I am right now. I am, as I said, a little bit busy with all kind of things that are going around me. So this is why I'm building a team right now. I already have my assistant. She helps me with the stuff, and I hope I until the end of the year I will build more and a little bit bigger team so I can focus on the things where I can provide the best value. So those are sports betting models, creating new spreadsheets, and before the next year, I hope I can create new betting models with better style, more user friendly, and so on. Okay, but this is just the roadmap and my wishes and my goals until the end of the year. So I just wanted to give you some introduction, what is going on with me and so on. Okay, about these projections. Okay, so each day I will check the lineups. Okay, and then the pitchers, and here I type the pitchers, teams, and then I type decimal odds. If you have my spreadsheet, if you're a masterclass member, I also added here American odds. I don't have in my spreadsheet American odds because I simply don't use them. But you can use American odds if you like. I prefer decimal odds. I think they're much better. But as I said, this is something you want. Okay, here in K14, you can change how much adjusted Kelly criterion. This is just the number that will highlight the value bet. Okay, but you can always check the probabilities. This is the most important information. So you check the probabilities. Probabilities are turned into the odds, and then when you type bookmakers odds, then adjusted Kelly criterion formula will show you the number here. Okay, the bigger the number, the bigger the value, or the bigger the discrepancy. Okay, for the full games, I will go for 1.5, which means that I'm looking for 1.5 or better. This will be one unit. Okay, this should be 1.5 up to 2 will be 1.25 units, and the games where adjusted Kelly criterion will be 2 or better for full games will be 1.5 units. Last season, first 5 innings were much better. One of the reasons is that the game changed a little bit. Starting pitchers don't pitch that long anymore. Starting pitchers pitch around 5 innings at this moment. So basically, 40% of the game is decided by bullpen, and we never really know who will pitch. So there's a lot of strategy as well. But if you narrow your focus on the first 5 innings, as I mentioned last year as well, then you can focus on starting pitcher. This is the information we have. And I think we have some edge. I don't know if bookmakers adjusted their numbers from last season, but last season it was, I would not say brutal. I don't like to use any power words in sports betting because nothing is guaranteed. But first 5 innings were doing really well. Okay, so I will stay the same with first 5 innings, but I will look for 1.25 or better. Okay, so when adjusted Kelly criterion here will show 1.5, this will be for full games qualified bet, and I will look for 1.25 for first 5 innings. Okay, so this is just random pictures. Okay, here. Then the next thing, I will show my settings now. So if you have my spreadsheet, if you're a betting masterclass member, you can go to game tab, below to the game tab. Okay, and if you scroll right, you will see in yellow those cells, and right now those are my settings. Okay, because for starting pitchers, I will go with 0.5, 0.5, and I excluded last 30 days because we still don't have last 30 days at this moment. After 30 days, I will add new links, new data, and then I will go back. Below you have also those basic settings that I have. But this is something you can change. Okay, you can use your own ideas. If you want to give a little bit more weight to last 30 days, then you can give it yourself. This is why I love it. I love this spreadsheet because you can change your settings. If you want to give a little bit more weight to the players lineups, or if you want to give a little bit more to teams numbers, then it is also okay. Also for the teams, last 30 days is excluded at this moment. Then I will change this back. Okay. When it comes to players and lineups, so lineups are changed on a daily basis. I like to have this setting for players 15% weight to players lineup, because teams numbers also include active roster. Okay, so if the players are injured, they are also excluded. Okay, but as I said, at this moment I will use these settings. And I think that's it about settings. Okay, so everything else, it is basically set, and then you can project the lines, add the odds, and make projections. Okay, one more thing: if you have my MLB betting model, or if you downloaded the latest version, I also added one video, because when we share, even if I share the spreadsheet with you, Google Sheets sometimes they remove some rows or cells, and it is very simple fix with data validation function. Okay, I have created short video. I think it is 2-minute video how to fix this. It is very simple. Okay, so that's it, and we can go to first day projections. This is I will call it road to 30 units. As I said, nothing is guaranteed in sports betting. I always track my records, my spreadsheets, my betting analysis. So if you will watch my videos, I will track this, and no matter what happened, but I will track it, and I hope you will get some value. Okay, and of course, if you want to learn from me how to use betting spreadsheets, if you want to get my betting model, you can click below in the link, and you get my spreadsheets and bet with the numbers. Okay, and as I said, once you have these spreadsheets, you can have it for next year's, and you can create your own spreadsheet, your own style. This is just my style. I didn't create, I don't know, beautiful spreadsheet. This is completely okay for me. It gives me the numbers, and this is something I gave to my members, exactly the same that I use. Okay, so the first game, Milwaukee against New York Mets. We have Freddy Peralta, right-handed pitcher, Jose Quintana on the other side, lefty. Based on my projections, Milwaukee should have 54.36% of chance. Of course, no betting model is perfect. I'm not looking to get completely correct numbers, but I like to say we are looking who is less wrong. Okay, and I'm looking for bigger discrepancies between my numbers and bookmakers' numbers. So bookmakers have Milwaukee at plus 100. I have them at minus 119. There is small value with Milwaukee, but based on my criteria, there is not enough discrepancy. This is why I would stay away from this game when it comes to money line. But of course, if you like Milwaukee, you can take it. But as I said, this is for full game. We still don't know how the bullpens will react, so I would be a little bit careful. But I found the value in first 5 innings. Okay, based on my projections, Milwaukee in first 5 innings with Peralta on the mound will have 58.37% of chance to win first 5 innings, and I would take Milwaukee at 1.93 at 1 unit. So this is first qualified bet. Okay, adjusted Kelly criterion 1.25 or better. If the number will be bigger, 1.5, I will go with 1.5, and it will be 2 or bigger, I would go with 2 units. Okay, all my first 5 innings are either money line or plus 0.5. Okay, that means that if we have huge underdog, I would go with plus 0.5, because many of these first 5 innings will end as a tie. And if you have plus 0.5, this is then a winning bet. And I also exclude, not exclude, but all money lines are so that if the game is tied, then the bet is pushed. Okay, without a small run line, the games are pushed. Okay, So, for example, if I would bet on favorite here on New York Mets at minus, I don't know, minus 120, and if after 5 innings the game is tied 2-2, then the bet is void, pushed. Okay, you get money back. Okay, if I would have, for example, huge underdog like this one, or I don't know, this one, I don't know which game is this. St. Louis against Dodgers. If I would take St. Louis at plus 202, I would go with plus zero point 0.5. Okay, with this, if the game would end with a tie, then it would be a qualified bet. Okay, so the first bet, Milwaukee first 5 innings, money line at 1.93 or minus 107. Okay, because if you have my spreadsheets, you can always recalculate decimal odds into American and American into decimal 1.93. It is minus 108, minus 107. So I calculate some of the odds in my head. So I do this for a long time. I can it for underdog odds is very simple because once you type 2.30, it is plus 130, right? Okay, the next game, Angels against Baltimore Orioles. We have left the Sandoval against Corbin Burns. Based on my projections, Angels should be plus 135. So they are slightly underrated because we have them at plus 163. So maybe small value with LA Angels, and I don't see any value, not enough value in first 5 innings. But if I would need a pick a side, not a side, because we are not betting on teams, we are betting on numbers, I would probably go with Angels as an underdog. But about betting on underdog, this is another story. I talked about this many times. I wrote emails about this. For new bettors, for rookie bettors, for emotional bettors, betting huge underdogs is not the best way because many bettors don't have the bankroll because recommended bankroll is 100 units, recommended unit or baseline is 1%, right? Many bettors will go with 2% as a unit. If you have 2% as a unit, then you have 50 errors or 50 rooms for error, right? If your unit is 5%, then you have only 20 games, okay, room for mistakes. If you lose 20 games in a row, you're out of bankroll, okay. And not only that, sometimes during the baseball season, last year I had 419 run. The season before I had, I think, even a bigger losing run. You will lose 15 units, for example, and this is multiplied by 5. This is 70% of your bankroll. So playing a huge bankroll, no, huge unit compared to your bankroll is not recommended. Okay, I know that people don't have big bankrolls, and then they then compensate with bigger relative unit, but this is usually not good strategy. This is how it is. It is just math is against you, okay. And when it comes to underdogs, if you play in average huge underdogs, you will sometimes it can happen that you will lose a lot of games in a row. I will give you just an example, okay. Let's say that you have a completely correct estimation, and let's say that you say that your bet will win 1 out of 1,000 times, okay, and bookmakers offer you much better odds, 1 out of 10,000 times, right? You still have a value, you have good value. However, because the probability is so low, you might run out of the bankroll before you hit that first huge underdog that would cover all your losses, okay. So you can now translate this to underdog. So the smaller the underdog, the probabilities are the chances of success are also different, okay. And new bettors, rookie bettors, they are usually struggling with underdogs. They start panicking, they start chasing losses, and so on and so on. And this is not good. Okay, we have horse racing bettors who win only 30% of games and they make a lot of money, but this requires strong management, strong discipline, strong emotional emotional discipline as well. Because most bettors I met in my life, 80% of bettors, they start panicking after negative month, negative week. And if you play huge underdogs, you will see more losses, not losses, but more losing bets than winning bets. Although you can finish with profit, okay? But it is not for everyone. Okay, but Atlanta, Philadelphia, based on my projections, Atlanta will have better chance to win this game. The odds are pretty fair, maybe small value with Atlanta. If we check first 5 innings, no value, uh, pretty close numbers, and I would stay away from this game. Yankees against Houston, based on my projections, Houston will have 62.06% of chance to win this game. If we turn this into the numbers, my odds in American odds minus 164 on Houston, bookmakers minus 149. Because of that, maybe small value with Houston. Okay, Washington, Cincinnati, I have average number here or average. This is where I my pitcher don't have enough information. So if you don't find the pitcher in my spreadsheet, then you simply type average. With this, you will get organized. You will check that you made projection, so you don't miss a game. Or if you still want to bet, you will get some rough numbers that you can compare. But I usually stay away. Pittsburgh, Miami, Mitch Keller, Luzardo. Based on my projections, uh, Pittsburgh should be small underdog. They are small underdog, so I don't see any value. St. Louis Dodgers, Nicolas against Glasnow. This is not qualified again. Based on my projections, maybe small value with LA Dodgers, but odds are too low. I have them at 1.39, bookmakers 1.45, so maybe small value with Dodgers. They went 1-1 in Korea, but I don't see any value in full game. So Dodgers had good bullpen. I would recommend that we wait first 30 days and be careful with the bullpens. They are always tricky. Toronto against Tampa Bay Rays. Jose Barrios against Zach Eflin, two right-handed pitchers. My betting model gives 63% to Tampa Bay Rays. And as you see, based on my criteria, we have value bet with Tampa Bay Rays. So I have them at minus 170, bookmakers 128. This number shows 1.56. Okay, this is my criteria, but this is something you can also change. Okay, I found that the bigger the discrepancy, the better bets. Okay, and because of that, this is 1 unit bet on Tampa Bay Rays money line. Okay, Minnesota, Kansas City. My betting model gives 57.32% to Minnesota. Uh, maybe small value with Minnesota full game, and also maybe small value with first 5 innings, but not good enough based on my criteria. Then we have Detroit, Chicago White Sox. Same story. Pitcher is not qualified, so I just check it here. So I make projections, so I don't miss a game, and I by default stay away from such games. Chicago Cubs, Texas, no value. My numbers and bookmakers are very similar as see. Those are my projections, bookmakers numbers, not qualified. Okay. If you have my spreadsheet, if you make betting mode projections, at the start of the season, go and check all the lineups, put the right players in, and then I usually make projections on a daily basis. And if the difference is very small, then I don't check the player or two, because it will not jump from 0.2 to, I don't know, to 2 with adjusted Kelly criterion if I change one player, right? But if I have 0.78, 1 point, then I check the correct lineups, and the number can just go above, and it could become a qualified bet. Okay. Uh, Cleveland, Oakland, no value again. Maybe small value with Oakland. Based on my projections, they might be a little bit underrated. So I have them at plus 117, bookmakers plus 141. And because of that, they are probably underrated. So if I need to pick not a side, but the team based on current odds, then I think there's small value with Oakland. Okay. Colorado, Arizona, based on my projections, Arizona will have more than 73% of chance to win this game. Almost qualified bet, 1.25. I said that I will go with 1.5, so I will be a little bit more selective later. I can change this. but this is close to be a qualified bet. I think Arizona is better team. Also, the odds show that, so we agree both with bookmakers. Boston, Seattle, Brian Bell against Luis Castillo. Based on my projections, Seattle will have more than 59% of chance to win this game. My odds minus 147 on Seattle, plus 147 on Boston. This is not qualified. My numbers and bookmakers' numbers are too close. Okay. So I hope you got some ideas. I hope you got some valuable information. If not, this is my strategy. This helped me, and I'm not teaching something that other people do. I'm not teaching something that I didn't do. I simply teach and show what I actually did, what I do in my life, what helped me in my life, and with this, I hope I can help other people. Not only with sports betting, but more. My in last years, my goal was more becoming more changing lives through sports betting and how I view sports betting. Okay, today I was almost killed on the road. One car almost hit me, and I had two such situation in my life. And every time when this happens, I always remember that we probably need to do something good when we survive such things. I don't know if this was something, if this has something to with the betting, but at this moment I felt that I need to share this with you. So I will try to help bettors in the future as well. Okay, this is why I don't just give picks. I try to give my spreadsheets. I try to teach how you can use your spreadsheet, how you can create your spreadsheets, and how I use betting as a tool to improve my life. Okay, and this goal will stay the same. Okay, so in my videos, picks will not be the only topic, but of course, because of the time, I will probably not have the time to make 20 minutes video each time, but from time to time I will try to share some insights. Okay, guys, that's it from me today. And of course, if you like the video, please like it, subscribe to the channel, share with your friends if you think they will get some value. And whatever you decide to take, I wish you good luck, and I wish you successful sports betting journey, and even more importantly, successful life. Okay, so thank you for watching.